Welcome back, everybody. We're doing more Sonic Colors today. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Matt.
Let's do it. Back to Planet Wisp.
Yeah, so we're at Act 4. Probably going to get to a boss by the end of the episode.
I'm thinking the same thing. Alright. Sometimes they have these like super short levels, so maybe this is going to be one. I do not understand how this drifting is supposed to work. It's like... It doesn't seem to work very well, and I haven't seen it in any other Sonic game.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. Whoops. Laser. Okay. Maybe I'm not supposed to use it there. Whoops. Oh, I slide under. That would make sense.
which means this probably is where you were supposed to use it.
Okay, it's back. Good.
Get down onto that little platform and then maybe...
There we go. If I can aim it. Yeah, there we go. Sweet.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Don't want to fall there. Oh, this is the fun part, the waiting.
Oh yeah. Everybody loves waiting in a Sonic game.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So, did you do anything fun this week, Matt? See any movies? I know you don't watch a lot of movies, but...
No, I've been just busy with work and...
Yeah, that's how life goes. I'm gonna grab this laser thing. Whoa! Oops. Last life.
Might need to grab it carefully.
That was not careful. Okay, come on. And I missed the platform.
Yeah, honestly, I spend a lot of time just between work and like church,
Yeah.
volunteering in small groups, and yeah,
That's good. That's really good. I do not know what... Because the last time I tried to do that, I just, like, died.
yeah.
Yeah. Alright. And I thought that was my last life, but I'm still here. Alright, I won't do that again.
I did see on this platform, on the bigger platform a little further ahead here, up near the top of that, there's some of the like diamond things
Okay.
that this power up utilizes. So maybe,
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know if that's actually going to end up sending you backwards or what.
Oh, right there. I saw it. I went past it. Alright, I'll have to see if
But,
there's...
or maybe even use it around here somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, let me just try to... Oh, okay. Maybe I can go up there. Not those diamonds. Let's try this. That did something.
Oh, it seems like you made it a little further.
Okay. Alright. I don't think that was the intended way, but it works. I know I'm supposed to go under there. I just wanted to see. Alright. Can't go get that thing. And that's the end. Sweet.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I deserve better than a C after how many times I died.
Cut it a little close.
Alien as this place is, there's something very Eggman-ish about it.
I think he's transforming it somehow, making it part of his theme park.
Attention guests, if you can hear this message, you are trespassing in an area still under renovation. If you are not a robot, please return to the main park areas and ignore anything evil you might have seen here. Thank you.
It looks like the theme of his park is universal domination and the conquest of alien races.
It's more than a theme, it's a reality. He's using them.
Intergalactic gasoline. Nice.
It's pretty low, even for a sleazeball like Eggman.
Some displacement of indigenous aliens and destruction of natural resources may occur. Eggman Enterprise is not responsible.
You getting any of that?
Yeah, they're totally freaked out. It sounds like they're in shock because of public transportation and loony nurse. Oh no, wait, scratch that. They're in shock because of their planet's strange transformation and having been dragged across the universe.
I still can't believe he kidnapped the whole planet. How does somebody do that?
Public transportation, planet transformation. Can totally understand the mix-up.
Yeah.
Stream shooting out of those generators.
If it was, I would get one for back home.
Dude, I'd get two. Now, if everyone will excuse me, I'm going to put a stop to these renovations.
Just leaves them. Good luck, Tails. Good luck protecting all the wisps. All right. Seems like we went backwards a little bit, but that's the only way to go.
Went back to a different area to see about a different part of the planet, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, we got more of these blocks. And they come back. Interesting.
Well, it does now seem like a decent time to maybe introduce
Yeah.
our verse of the day.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. So for today, we have John chapter 20, verse 29. I might need to explain a little context on this one.
For sure. Go for
Because it starts off saying, then Jesus told him. Him in this case being Thomas,
Okay.
the disciple.
Yeah.
So, then Jesus told him, because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen me and yet have believed.
Oh yeah. It's a great verse. Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, Thomas gets the nickname Doubting Thomas because, like, you know, he didn't believe as soon as the other disciples did that Jesus actually rose from the dead. And he said he wouldn't be convinced until he could, like, you know, touch the scars that Jesus had from being crucified. Although part of that was actually because when the other disciples saw him previously, he wasn't there. But
Oh, yeah.
but anyway, it was still his mindset was, you know, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
But, you know, nowadays especially, or even, you know, really even shortly after Jesus ascended, there was no chance to actually see him on Earth again. So,
Yeah. Or at least it seemed like there was no way he could see him. At that
yeah, not quite so directly anyway.
point. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I empathize with Thomas because I like to think that I would just believe everything, as I would be supposed to, but I have a very suspicious and like critical mind, I guess, and so that it is a gift, but at the same time, you know, like when it comes to something like that, where it's just, you know, nothing like that had ever happened before. So, again,
Yeah.
I like to think that I wouldn't be a doubter like that, but we're all human, and you never even know how you're going to react. I feel like it would be different if you saw and lived with Jesus and followed him before. It's hard to know, especially when we are the believers who haven't seen. We just live in such a different context that. Oh, I wonder if I need to go hit that button.
Yeah.
But, oh, okay, here we go. I don't know if what I was talking about made sense, but it's just
Yeah.
hard to, oh, dang. You know, we all have
Also-
our doubts, and it's, you ask someone, and they probably wouldn't admit that they would be like that, but there are Christians who would be like that, even though it's not any malice. It's not like, it's just human nature, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
It, you know, some people it takes more convincing because they, you know, want to be extra sure before they, you know, would commit to something.
Yeah.
And again, that's not a bad thing necessarily in every situation. There are some times when that can be really helpful.
Exactly.
Kind of save you from a lot of trouble and a lot of hurt.
Yes.
But you know, when it comes to faith in Jesus, it's even better if we're able to trust without having seen, because I don't know. I'm not quite sure where I was going with that, but you know.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Thomas had his doubts, but you know, people who are trusting enough to believe even without all those signs, and you know, the physical presence of Jesus, that just shows, I guess, almost kind of going back to the childlike faith that
yes.
Jesus said we should kind of have.
Yeah.
And there's the
Oh,
generator.
we got some plot.
Seems like these guys are getting harder and harder to find.
It's another. Didn't we already fight this boss?
Version 2.0?
These guys are getting harder and harder to beat.
Please remember, all planets in
And
Ignite
yeah, just
incredible interstellar
one more note on that.
as far as you know, wholly owned properties of Ignite Enterprises and its
I say that,
all unauthorized
like, maybe I would be a doubting Thomas, but at the same time, like I said, we are the believers who haven't seen.
Eggman,
So
I
any
am
Christian
going to save
nowadays
this planet,
who believes
and I am
in
going to
Jesus
free
and
these aliens. No
hasn't
copyright
physically
law in the
seen,
universe is going to
we're
stop
kind of
me.
already ahead of the game in that respect, I guess.
Robots, if you just quit now.
Because that's directly what he's saying in that verse. Anyway,
Reasonable.
it's boss time. Alright. This is definitely almost the same boss as
Yeah.
last time. As far as
So now that I think about it, there's a connection that you could possibly make to Jesus's statement in this verse, and just like the things that the Israelites kind of did and went through in the Old Testament, because a lot of times whenever they whenever they stopped seeing direct evidence of God was when they stopped really believing so much and they turned away.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, part of the reason they didn't see that direct evidence was because they thought they didn't need God. But
Yeah.
in any case, they wavered back and forth constantly just because they were like, oh, what has he done for us lately?
Right.
Yeah.
But
But if we can maintain that faith in God, despite, lack of immediate evidence in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
or even like despite our doubts and whatnot, then, it kind of keeps us more directly on the right path, and it just continues to move us into a closer relationship with God
Yeah.
throughout whatever trials or doubts or whatever we might have.
Definitely. Yeah.
Next stop. Next stop.
You have a really good way of putting things into perspectives that I haven't really thought about before, or into the right words, I guess. It's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, we talked before about, everybody having kind of their own unique, personality, their unique witness and way of spreading the gospel.
Yeah, that is true.
Part of the reason I make YouTube videos.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. While we were talking, Sonic defeated the boss and basically was gloating and talking to the robot who was already defeated, and Tails basically called him out on it. I did not think they would be putting Sonic's ego to shame there. That was kind of funny. I was totally listening to you. I just noticed that. I didn't know they would do that. It's funny.
They went a little bit meta with it.
Yeah. It's like, are you talking to a
dude,
dead robot?
Don't need to rub it in so much. He's already dead.
Yeah. I've seen you. It was like, I've seen you save the day many times. I've never seen you talk to a dead robot before. So this stage has really cool music. And neither of us can hear it. We need to figure out some way to get the game audio working for both of us. Right now, neither of us have it working, but I just wanted to point out it does have cool music.
Huh, that's interesting, because I was able to hear, I mean, albeit quietly, but I was able to hear my own game audio before.
I think there's a setting on OBS that you have to set to hear the audio and record it, and I just didn't set it up. Okay, what?
There's a block you can break to the right.
There's also a laser thing.
Or there's that.
There we go. That was pretty cool.
Pretty sure that's what it was eventually getting you to anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to set it up the right way, I guess. But yeah, it has cool music. All the viewers will be able to hear it.
Yeah. Oh man. I was streaming some Sonic Frontiers.
Oh yeah?
And man, I got into a certain kind of boss fight in there, And man, that had some epic music.
Nice. I cannot wait to play that game. I am gonna buy it eventually and definitely check it out. I know I would like it.
Like, say what you will about the ups and downs of the Sonic games and the franchise as a whole, but like, good music has been pretty consistent.
Oh yeah, that's totally true. I agree. Whoops. Yeah. So, how do you feel about Frontiers now that you've been playing it a little bit more?
I mean, on the whole, I would say I like it. There's certain moments here and there where it's, you know, maybe not quite so great. Can get slightly frustrating with certain enemies and just like how they operate.
Okay.
And how the game mechanics seem to just complicate it more than necessary.
Okay, so if I remember right, Sonic can punch and kick, is that right?
Yeah, but I mean, the basic attacks are pretty much just spam X.
Okay.
The whole time. Now he does learn some more advanced moves throughout the game that, you know, can deal more damage and whatnot.
But you don't need them.
Well, here's a thing that I kind of like about it. There's a certain ability that you get, but you have the option to toggle it on and off. And that ability basically gives you an auto combo option.
Oh, interesting.
So if you want to actually have the added, you know, the added challenge or whatever of, you know, actually doing the combos yourself and, you know, having to press the various button combinations to make those happen.
Yeah.
You can certainly do that. But if you'd rather not bother with it for, you know, in exchange for a bit of a damage decrease, you can just enable the auto combo option and just spam X like crazy.
Is it difficult enough that using the auto option is a huge disadvantage, or it doesn't really matter?
I mean, some of the other moves, you know, that you learn throughout the game deal more damage than the basic attacks.
Yeah.
So, like, you want to try and integrate those, but it gets to a point where there's, like, you know, multiple different button combinations that you then have to try and think of while you're in the middle of fighting the enemies.
I see.
So,
okay.
Personally, I got to be honest, I've been using the auto combo option since I unlocked it. Just because those attacks deal more damage than the basic attacks still. Yeah. So really, with the time that's saved by the auto combo option,
yeah,
I find it is just more worthwhile to go with that, and you know, you still get a decent amount of damage in.
Yeah. That's interesting. It sounds a little bit like Unleashed, because they had a little bit of a combo system in that as well. Whoa. Jeez. But in that one, you were like the werehog, and you weren't even regular Sonic.
This is a lot faster paced combo as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I 100% completed Sonic Unleashed, and it was the most difficult 100% completion I've ever done, just because of one achievement and one level. It was like insane. Props to anyone who can complete that.
I'm guessing the achievement might have had to do with getting an S rank on everything.
Yeah, there's so Eggman Land is the last level, and it's super long. It's like 6 stages put into one, and you have to finish the whole thing without dying once. I don't think you had to get an S rank, or maybe it was that if you don't die at all, then you automatically get an S rank. I can't remember exactly, but that was so hard. It took me like weeks of just attempts after attempts after attempts.
Yeah.
But it was like the last achievement, so I couldn't leave it. Just one left.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of grinding I've done for some other games here and there.
But yeah, if anyone is thinking about completing it, just know that going into it, there's a very hard one.
All right. Well, I think this is a good spot to kind of pause things and wrap up this episode.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, everybody.
Hope you all enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Sounds like another boss will be happening.
Yep.
All
right. Bye.
Bye.